The medical examiner's office ends up finding the evidence it had sworn was missing just last week.
The discovery means its fired chief medical examiner did not steal evidence like he was accused. Fox 25's Nick Winkler found out the office is trying to figure out if other evidence may have been misplaced.
Jamie, the ME's office says one of its workers found the missing evidence by accident. It was not found exactly where Dr. Kali Trant's attorney said it would be, but it indicates Trant did not steal the evidence.
Oh, it's a mystery.
Cherokee Ballard at the ME's office told us last week the office searched for but did not find items last checked out by fired chief medical examiner Dr. Kali Trant.
We thought we had done an exhaustive search. We had.
5 days later, though, Ballard says a worker looking for something else found the tissue samples by accident. That the damage is done to Trant.
Well, and that is, why we called Mr. Adams this afternoon.
Adams is Trant's attorney, and last week was denied access to the office when he offered to go inside and find the tissue samples for the office.
The BS about we've done a thorough and complete search of this entire building, they don't exist here, insinuating that Dr. Trant, for some weird reason, would steal tissue samples.
The ME's office videotaped Dr. Trant's work area before firing him and believes the video shows the tissue samples in a box on the floor. The ME's office cannot explain how or who may have moved the box to the location where it was found.
And it's a sad state of affairs in Oklahoma when we allow corrupt people to run agencies like the medical examiner's office and to get out there and spew their venom when they have no basis in fact, and they need to be held accountable, and I promise you that's what we're going to do.
The office is now trying to determine how many other pieces of evidence may be missing. Evidence is not to be lost after taken into custody, and pieces that are may not be credible in court.
We're doing our best. We're doing our best.
Is that good enough?
Given the situation that we are in right now, we are trying real hard.
I personally think that they knew exactly where those tissue samples were, but then they thought they could use it to the disadvantage of Dr. Trant, and it came back and it bit them in their.
The ME's office says it was not intentionally trying to hurt Dr. Trant's reputation. So we asked if Tom Jordan, the man who now runs the ME's office and has been critical of Trant, owed Trant an apology.
I would have to ask Mr. Jordan himself. But again, we were not trying to damage anyone in any way.
The ME's office says it is creating policies aimed at making sure evidence is not misplaced. Defense attorneys say they'll attack the credibility of evidence originating from the office. Jamie.
Okay, thank you, Nick. The ME's office says it cannot guarantee the evidence it found has not left the premises or been compromised. The office has identified several more pieces of evidence that it cannot find.